Hello everyone, welcome to Mr. H Math Lab. This video is for 8th grade students and this is for CAASPP countdown. We are on week 18, problem 1. Imani is analyzing numbers. Part A, select whether the number in each situation is rational or irrational. Okay, if you look down below, there's 4 scenarios for you to look at and we're going to see if this one rational or irrational. So first of all, the question for you is, what is rational and what is irrational? We've been talking a lot about this, so take a second to recall what is rational number. Okay. Alright, if you say rational number is the number can write in form of fraction, then that's correct. And irrational mean not a fraction, a number that cannot write in terms of fraction. Okay, since we talk about this, I also have another question. What is terminating decimal? Okay, what is terminating decimal? Alright, if you say decimal that ends, that's correct. Terminating decimal number is the number that ends. Okay, it's not going forever. It's not repeating itself. Okay, so we're gonna look at the first scenario. A circumference of a circle picture frame is 5 pi. Or 15.7079632 inches. So what do you think? Is this one a rational or irrational? Okay, so the answer is irrational because pi is the irrational number. It's keep going forever. We talked about this before. Whenever you see pi, it's going to be irrational number. Okay, scenario number 2. A bottle contains 0.6 with the bar on top kilometers of water. Okay, so what is the 0.6 with the bar on top? What does it mean? It means that 0.6666 is going forever. So is this one a terminating decimal number or not? Okay, the answer is not a terminating decimal number because it doesn't end. It's keep going forever, but it is repeated decimal number. So is this one a rational or irrational? Can you write this in form of fraction? Okay, so we have 0.6, that means 6 over 10. And seeing as repeating 6, we're going to take away 1 at the bottom. So that will be 6 over 9, which can be rewrite as, if we reduce this by 3, that will give me 2 over 3. And seeing as can write in form of fraction, so this one would be one of the answer is a rational number. Next one, 6.25%. Can you write this in form of fraction? So first of all, 6.25% mean divide by 100. Okay, and then we have the 2 number after decimal points. If I move it 2 places over, so which mean I also divide by 100, that would be 625 over 100. Now it's divide 1 more 100, so which means you have 2 more 0. So divide by 10,000. And since this one in the fraction form, we can write the percent in fraction form, so which means it's also a rational number. The last one, the net change in Patrick's stock was negative $11. So can you write a whole number or an integer in form of fraction? So the answer is yes, this is 11 over 1. So it's also a fraction form. It's going to be a rational number. Now we're going to look at part B. The diagonal of rectangular carpet is 6 square root of 3 feet long. Estimate the length of diagonal to the nearest tenth of a foot. Then explain why you can only estimate the length, not find its exact value. Alright, so first of all, 6 square root of 3. Okay, which means I can use the calculator. 6 square root of 3, that will give me 10.39230485, and this keep going forever. So how can we round this to a nearest tenth of a foot. So 10 place value is one number after decimal point. Okay, so we're gonna stop at 3. However, we also need to look at the number right after the bar, the dotted line that I just draw. That number is called helping number. If it's bigger than 5, we're gonna round up. If it's lesser than 5, we're gonna drop that number. So in this case, is helping number is 9. We're gonna round up. So that will give us 10.4 feet. So the estimate answer for 6 square root of 3 feet long is the 10.4 feet. Okay, explain why you cannot estimate the length. Okay, so I want you to take a second, tell me why we cannot estimate the length of, why we cannot tell the exact value of 6 square root of 3. Alright, so if you say that 6 square root of 3, if you say that square root of 3 is not a perfect square number, okay, it will be irrational number. Therefore, we cannot tell the exact answer. Cannot tell the exact answer. Tell the exact answer or exact value. Then you're right. Now, in that term, in those sentences, I use the term perfect square number. What do I mean by that? What is a perfect square number? Can you give me a couple numbers that is perfect square number? Okay, so perfect square number is the number that you can take the square root of, or the number that multiply itself twice to get the final value. For example, perfect square number, if you give me the following number, you was right. 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 81, I skip a couple, 64, 49, sorry, I mixed it up. So those numbers are perfect square number because 1 is 1 times 1, 4 is 2 times 2, 9 is 3 times 3, 16 is 4 times 4, and 25 is 5 times 5. So on and so forth, 6 times 6. This is 9 times 9, 8 times 8, and 7 times 7. So those numbers are perfect square number. Can you list even higher than that? Those? Okay. So that is your question. You can think about it. Can you give me a couple more on your paper? I will be really appreciate that. And beside that, that's it for problem 1 on week 18. Thank you everyone for watching and see you on the next video.